Hey, how you doing? This is Tommy here from Trading with Harmony. So hope you're having a great week. What an absolute wild week in the actual crypto we had. The Ethereum just absolutely crashed this week, like about 40% or so in 1 week. Absolutely astonishing. But anyway, guys, let's get stuck into this predictions for this week coming. Okay then, so the euro dollar then, we can see here we're in the actual weekly, and in the weekly we can see here that actually we have resistance, support, resistance, right, and then it has broken it here, come back down, and we're in this actually trading zone. In saying that, we still have hit our target here this week, but it is struggling to break this kind of trading zone, right? Okay, so let's go into the actual daily. Okay, so here in the daily here, we can see here on the 25th of actual February, we're actually on this Wednesday gone by, it has come up and hit that pretty much on the nose, giving us a actual kind of double top effect. But it's pretty much going sideways here in this actually range here we can see here, right? So so it really is trying to struggle to get out of this here, right? But I'm being biased and looking for the market to continue up unless we get a breakdown here short term. This is what we're looking at, right? Okay, so let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then we finished here at this point, and what I was talking about then, we were talking about that actually once price, if it pulls back, once it doesn't come past this actually structural level, we're still looking for buys to continue up. But pretty much from the opening of the actual week, prices continued up and hit our actual target. So if you're on that, guys, well done. The actual 1.2240, and then we pretty much then have been going sideways since then, for the week. So again, I am still looking for actually price to continue up north, but more than likely we probably will, because we got a big and bearish candle, that we probably will get a actual pullback further down deeper south. So but once price holds in these regions, I'm still looking for price then to continue up north to hit our actually new TP target, being the actual 1.2300 in the euro dollar. Okay, so the pound dollar then, we can see here that we're at actually significant resistance area here, and so it is going up there slowly again actually, but so let's go into the actual 4 hours. Okay then, so in the daily then, we can see here on the actual 24th of February, the high was at actually 1.42363, and then Friday the high was actually 1.42338, so literally 3 pips away from the actual the high of February. So on last week we had finished here at this point here, and what we were looking for was price to continue up north to hit our TP. So it hit our TP, being the actual 1.4200. So, and then pretty much again the same as the actual euro pair, it's just been going sideways then for the week then. Okay, for this week coming then, what I'm looking at then is for, again, quite possibly we're going to get a more of a deeper pullback once it doesn't go any further than this actually area here, being the actual 1.4000 area. We're looking for price to hold in this region, then to continue up north to hit our new TP level, being the actual 1.4275 in the pound dollar. So the dollar yen then, we can see here in the daily candle here from actually the actual May the 12th, actually when we got this really massive engulfing candle. Pretty much the market has been kind of hovering on the top part of our descending channel and hasn't come back into it. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. So last week then we finished here at this point here, and what I was talking about then, if we get a bit more of a retracement, that's okay, but it came down into our actually a 108.88 area. So it's pretty much, you can see here, it's like it's a trading zone area here. And so what I'm looking at then for this week, then once it holds in this actually zone area, I'm still looking for actually price to continue up north, and specifically if we get a nice break of this trend line with a nice kind of engulfing candle kind of like this, we're pretty much strong for the actual dollar yen moving forward up to our target being the actual our new target being actually the actual 109.64 in the dollar yen. So in the dollar Canadian here, we can see here that actually price is coming down very close to our support line here. So let's go into the actual daily. So I'm still looking for the actual market to continue down south. Last week then we finished here at this point here, and what I was talking about, we were looking for price to continue down south. So it was only like about 12 pips away from it from this week actually before we got a actual deeper retracement back, and then it come down near enough to double bottoms again before we're actually here at this point. So again this week I'm still looking for price then to continue down south. Once actually price holds in these regions here, I'm still looking for the actual bias of going down south. So again then we probably will get a bit more of a pullback before we'll see price continue down south to hit our TP level being the actual 1.2 thousand. Okay, so the euro yen, we can see here in the actual monthly here, where we're coming into a serious actually real channel here. What I have actually put out here, we can see here all of these actually significance. And then we can see here that we're actually just here at it again, right? So and we have been having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive months in the bullish. And now we're coming into a big time zone here where quite possibly we're going to see a little bit of actually, if not a bit more, sell opportunities happening, right? So let's go into the actual the day, and we can see here in the daily the actual on Wednesday, which you had a doji candle here, given the heads up quite possibly that actually was going to be looking like a sell-off. So let's go into the 4 hours. So last week then we finished here at this point. We're only a few pips short of our target actually being, and this week then Monday we pretty much hit it, the actual 132.88, and then it has come up further north, which is nice. But we're see, I put this actually the red kind of trading zone, so we're at this actually monthly and weekly high. That I'm still looking for price to continue up north, but once actually price if it comes back into this region here this week, we're okay, and it holds this area, we're good to go in terms of actually looking for one more move back up north. So this is what I'm looking at for this week coming then, is price then to continue up north for this week and beyond to hit our actually last, I would say, TP. If it does hit it this week and beyond, will be the 133.98. That's what I'm looking at for the actual euro yen. Okay, so Ethereum is basically what a week we're after having. It's just pretty much crashed for the weeks, like, because from basically from the starting of the actual the end of last year to the actual high of this year, it had come up over 3,500 pips, and then pretty much then in 1 week it had came down over 2,000 pips, which pretty much was like 60% in 1 week. It's just been a huge actually crash we're after get. Okay, so last week then we had finished here at this point, and what I was talking about then, if we get a bit more of a retracement, once it actually holds in this actually structural area, which it it didn't, because we can see the actual engulfing candle where it shot down past it here, okay, and we had the previous weeks we had an engulfing candle before it shot back up, so we got an equalizer here before it actually just tanked for the rest of the week. And then so what I'm looking at then for this week coming then is for actually the Ethereum to continue back up north. So once price then holds at our new structural area here at the actual 2094 area and continues going back up north, I'm still looking for our actual new target to be hit in the Ethereum, which will be the 2607. Okay, so in gold then, last week then we actually we finished here at this point here, and what I was talking about then, if we get a retrace and once price doesn't go any further than this actually structural area, we're looking for price to continue up north. So it did, it continued up north and hit our TP level being the actual 1865. So you're on that, guys, then well done. So again then, for this week coming then, I'm looking for price to continue up north. So once we have actually price and it holds in our actual structural area here, being the actual 1844, I'm still looking for price to continue up north. So again then, if we probably more likely get a bit more of a retracement, if not into our 1865 area, might get a bit deeper before we'll see price continuing up north to hit our actual new TP 100, being the actual 1900 in gold. Okay, so the US 30 or the Dow Jones, and we can see here in our rising wedge. Again, actually, price has come down and but it just the actual wick part of it came down, and again it come down again this week here twice. But it's still in our rising wedge heading up north. So let's go into the actual 4 hours. So in the actual 4 hour last week then we finished here at this point here. Now what I was talking about then, more than likely we will get a bit of a retracement into this actually trading zone area being the actual 33807 area, but it has continued down a bit further south. But again, on the daily, this is only like a wick in terms of the day candles, right? These are only actually wicks, right? But it's still, it's gradually going up north. So what I'm looking at then for this week coming then is more than likely we'll get a bit of a retracement. But once it holds in this trading zone area, unless we get another big actual engulfing candle like so, and it's down further than actually these actually wicks here, then we're looking at then again that it's definitely the actual daily rising wedge has been broken, and we're going to be looking for prices to coming down to these areas next, right? Okay, so basically keeping that bias, right? But so again we're looking for price to continue up north, and more than likely we'll get a retracement before we will get the actual move back up north to our new TP area being the 34510 in the Dow. Alright guys, so that's it then again for another week. What a great week we're after having, and guys, if it's just your first time, very big welcome, and don't forget then to subscribe, put the thumbs up and share this. It'll be great to help to grow the channel. Any comments you may have, let me know and I'll get straight back to you. So have a great week coming. Thank you. God bless. Bye bye.